Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Yesterday in the NBA was a money-making day. We've been stacking those, man, and we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. We went 3-1 yesterday on the premium side. We cashed another NBA Player of the Day. We've now hit 8 of our last 9 on that NBA Player of the Day. Shout out to Sacramento Kings, man. Light the beam. Hey, them boys was balling. They always seem to ball against the Lakers. They, too, have little brother syndrome. I meant to mention this yesterday on the gym session. Hey, Anthony Davis, he low-key has a father. And his father's name is Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis, man. Sabonis is now, what, 8-0 against AD? Sheesh. That's crazy. I knew that. I just forgot to mention that yesterday on the jam session. But the Kings were our play of the day. Shout out to them, man. We are now 70, 42, and 4. Last 116 on that NBA play of the day. Hit 8 of our last 9. Trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. We were able to bounce back on that play last night after dropping it with the Jazz the night before against Boston. I thought it was a perfect situation to fade Boston. Won't be doing that much more often. We'll talk about them later on here in a second. Money making Thursday, man. Let's just keep the momentum rolling forward. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including that NBA Player of the Day. The way I'm running right now, you should hop on something long-term at Pickdawgz Premium. When you hop on something long-term at Pickdawgz Premium, you get every single play that I release, every single sport. Y'all know where we in, man. It's March Madness. We're balling like it's March Madness, like Future be saying. It's March Madness, man. I was 2-3 in college hoops yesterday. Looking to bounce back today, though. And when you hop on something long-term, you get all my college hoops plays, all my NBA and baseball on the horizon as well. Or for the guys specifically looking to bet the NBA big nightly, I think you should seriously think about joining my Access Club, man. The information for that is in the description below. But the guys that have been in there have and are enjoying tremendous profits this season, trying to keep the momentum rolling forward, man. Seeing the board well. I really do appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls, man. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. Let's smash it per usual. And without further ado, man, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. First game up, we got the Phoenix Suns out on the road facing the Boston Celtics. Celtics, 6.5-point home favorites at home at the crib. Hey, as I said in the intro, man, unless I have a pretty clear reason to fade the Boston Celtics, I'm really not interested in doing so. And the Phoenix Suns, one of the worst ATS teams in basketball, in my opinion, don't offer me the opportunity to do so. I did fade Boston in their last game. I thought it was a clear reason to do so. Boston on a back end of a back-to-back with travel, heading up into the elevation of Utah. Utah needing a bounce-back game at home, at the crib. Revenge game at home, at the crib as well. And all that, and the Celtics still overcame it, won and covered nicely on the road. They're 4-0 ATS at home recently. There's nothing here to suggest we fade the Celtics, so I don't plan on doing so. TNT game, so there is that national televised game. The Suns, of course, talent-wise, they're a good team, but we've seen that talent come up short many a times this season, ATS-wise. They're more often than not overvalued. It's probably going to be a competitive game throughout, but the Celtics, I think, when it's all said and done, win the game by like 11. Double-digit win for the Celtics, who, in my opinion, are just head and shoulders the better basketball team. They are the team who I've been saying is the best team in the league all season long. I've told you guys plenty of times all year that is who my futures ticket is on, the one I placed before the season. So, no reason to fade them. In my opinion, I think they kicked the crap out of the Phoenix Suns. I'll lay the points with the Celtics here in our first game of the day. Next game up, we got the Los Angeles Clippers out on the road facing your Chicago Bulls. I'm on the Bulls tonight, man. Short, sweet, simple. I told you guys coming out of the break, man, we're blindly fading the Los Angeles Clippers. And we've made a pretty penny since coming out of the break doing so. We really have. We really, really have. I think they've only covered twice. Once was against these Chicago Bulls the other day. Um, Line in that game was 8.5. Clippers ended up winning the game by double digits. And the other game the Clippers covered was against the Rockets, a miraculous cover by the Clippers. They were down 20 early in that basketball game. They did fight back, come back, and win it. Look, looming over this game, I see James Harden and Kawhi Leonard game time decision. Kobe White is out. Clippers, they just played 3 games at home, lost 2 to Milwaukee and Minnesota. They're not playing well. They're not playing well right now. Revenge spot at home at the crib. I'm on Chicago plus the points in this one. I still think more often than not the Clippers are overvalued. Is there an avenue where they kick the crap out of the Bulls? Yes. Is there an avenue where the Bulls win this basketball game outright? Yes. Do I think Chicago competes in this one? I do. So I'm on the Bulls in this one. I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back, and they're coming off an overtime game. That is a little concerning. I'm not going to lie to you. I know me, I call a spade a spade. That is a little concerning. But still, I don't see the Clippers running them out of the gym in this one. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. They haven't shown that ability yet. We've seen them really in every game they've played since coming out of the break have awful, awful, awful quarters. And it's just going to take 1 or 2 of those to keep the Bulls within this point spread. I'm on Chicago at home, at the crib, plus the points. Love fading the Clippers, man. I absolutely love it. Next game up. We got the Washington Wizards out on the road facing the Houston Rockets. Rockets laying 7.5 in this one. Hey, Houston, we have a problem because the Rockets is low-key heating up. You boys low-key been balling recently, man. Shout out to them. Injury report, let's talk there. Landry Shamet out for the Wizards. Rashawn Holmes, game time decision. Cam Whitmore and Sengun both out. Sengun out for the season. Damn, that's a huge blow. Huge, huge, huge blow to this Houston Rockets team because Sengun be balling. And Cam Whitmore is still out. Hey, Rockets, they've won 4 of their last 5. Granted, they haven't been playing the greatest of teams. They played San Antonio twice, played Portland. But other than that, man, I've liked what I've seen from them. They were covering on the road, something we haven't seen them do at all this season. They just don't do that. They should have won that last game against the Clippers at home at the crib. I don't know how they let that game get away from them. But before that, smash San Antonio. We know the Rockets have been a really, 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 really good home ATS team all season. If they come here and play the way they've played recently, they're going to kick the crap out of the Wizards. I know the Wizards as sizable dogs has kind of been their spot at certain spots in the season. But in that same breath, we did just see them get aired out by the Grizzlies on the road. You know what I mean? Before that, they did beat Miami. Shout out to them. But we know. I think the Wizards seem really disinterested right now. I have them as the worst team in the NBA right now currently. And I think the Rockets are playing some of the best basketball I've seen them play all season. And we know they love the ball at home, at the crib. I really wish Whitmore and Sengun was in there, 2 huge pieces for this team. But I still think the Rockets are head and shoulders the better team. And if they play how they've been playing recently, they should kick the crap out of the Washington Wizards. Give me Houston laying the points in that one. Next game up, man, we got the Milwaukee Bucks at home, at the crib, laying 8.5 on the Philadelphia 76ers. This is a tough one. Let's talk injuries first. For Philadelphia, all I see on the injury report is Robert Covington. For the Bucks, I see Patrick Beverley, game time decision. Chris Middleton is still out. Malik Beasley. I don't know why I'm struggling saying his name. Game time decision. Sixers, they've lost 4 of their last 5, man. They've lost both meetings this season to Milwaukee. 118, 117 in Milwaukee back in October. That was a way different Philadelphia team. Really a different Milwaukee team, too, kind of. But Philadelphia still hadn't beaten that one. The last meeting was on the 25th of February in Philadelphia. Bucks kicked the crap out of them, 119-98. Sixers, they've been free-falling, man. Lost 4 of their last 5. Milwaukee, they've lost 3 of their last 4. They do come back home in this spot. Hey, I'm not interested in laying a number like this with Milwaukee. In a small lean, I lean towards Philadelphia. Milwaukee did have that stretch of playing really well coming out of the All-Star break. We identified that and we knew why. Giannis and Dame at All-Star Weekend. All they heard all All-Star Weekend from everybody was, bro, y'all got to cut it on. Remember, they really struggled heading into the break. They had just added Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers was the All-Star head coach. So all those guys heard the whole All-Star break was, y'all got to get it in gear. Remember, Shaq was talking to Dame, telling them on live TV, bro, y'all got to get y'all shit together. And coming out of the break, man, they were pedal to the metal. And we saw them really start to hoop. Since then, though, they've returned back to the same Milwaukee Bucks they were all season. Overvalued, play disinterested quarters, play lackadaisical defenses in certain stretches of the game that just doesn't allow us to even think about laying these style numbers with them. That's why they're so bad ATS. They're one of the worst ATS teams in the NBA. And I'm just not interested in laying a premium number with them right now, especially the form they've been in recently. I think Philadelphia come in here and competes. Bucks probably win it at home at the crib. Sixers sneak in the back door and get a cover. I see this as like a 5-point win for the Bucks, a competitive game. Give me the Sixers with the points in my back pocket in that one. Next game up, man, we got my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. We're out on the road facing my favorite money-making team, the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies, man. Whew, it's going to be a game tonight. The line is so big, man, because my guy on my wall right there, I know he get cut off sometimes, but he's out. Luka Doncic is out. He got kind of banged up in that one last night. My Mavs are on a back end of a back-to-back. Did win and cover over Golden State yesterday. That's insane. When I go to the games, they don't win and cover. When I don't go, they win and cover at home, at the crib. Maybe that's a system we need to be looking at. Seriously. It's disgusting. Anyways, Mavs been rolling, man. They've won 4 straight. Beat up on Miami at home at the crib. Kicked the crap out of Detroit. Kicked the crap out of Chicago on the road. That's their spot, that road favorite. They've been balling in that road favorite spot all season. Came back home, beat the Golden State Warriors. But on this back end of a back-to-back with travel without Luka, I know they be balling on the road, but that's mainly as a favorite. As an underdog, I really don't want to touch them in this spot. I don't. And I actually think the Thunder will come out here with blood in their eyes. So these two teams played back in February on the 10th. I wasn't able to go to that game. That was when I was in Denver for that weekend. But what happened, that Mavs had just made those trades, and we kicked the living crap out of the Thunder. Blew them out. 146-111. I think the Thunder have that in the forefront of their mind, and they get their revenge here at home at the crib. I do. That's what I think happens in this one. Of course, my heart, it hurts fading my Mavs. It really do. You know, I don't do it often. In all honesty, if you want me to be 1,000, I wouldn't be totally surprised if Kyrie Irving and the crew still kept this game competitive most of the way throughout. This is a TNT game. This is TNT, national televised. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is a competitive game throughout. But we've seen the Thunder have the ability to, even when they play those tight competitive games in fourth quarters, kind of put the pedal to the metal late. And we've seen my Mavs give up runs late in fourth quarters. So as much as I hate to do it, fading my Mavs, I also love playing on my Thunder. And I'm on the Thunder Buddies tonight. I'm fading Dallas. I think this is a perfect bounce back spot at home, at the crib, off a bad loss for the Thunder. I think they lock in here. And honestly, they're probably going to take my Mavs behind the woodshed. Give me the Thunder Buddies. Thunder Buddies for life. I'm laying the points with them here in this one tonight. And in our last and final game of the night, we got the New York Knicks out on the road facing the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm not betting this game tonight. If I were to, it's Knicks or pass for me here. The reason I don't really love it, Knicks coming off a significant homestand. I don't really like playing teams off significant homestands. The Knicks are the better team, though. They're back healthy or really trending towards that. Randall Lee even be back here soon, but Anunoby's back in the fold. We already seen them kick the crap out of the Blazers. Granted, that was in the Garden, 112-84, but they should do it again here. Blazers, they did win yesterday, but they're on the back end of a back-to-back. No travel, but still expecting them to put it together for back-to-back games is kind of insane. Knicks are pass for me in this game. Don't love it, but I think the Knicks are probably the play here, and that's going to conclude today's NBA Jam session. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, including that NBA Player of the Day, man. We've been red hot on it. We've hit 8 of our last 9, 70, 42, and 4. Last 116 on that NBA Player of the Day, just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward there. You can hop on something long-term at Pickdawgz Premium. It's the best time to do so. March Madness, NBA, baseball on the horizon, man. Great time to hop on something long-term. And for guys specifically looking to bet the NBA, big nightly, you should seriously think about joining my All Access Club. The information for that is in the description below, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls. I really, really do. I'm out of here. Peace.